Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's pretty light. Hello, I'm Robert, and you're welcome here in my busy little shop. On today's episode of What's in My Workbench, I've got a package to open up here, and I've got a few things I'm working on here on the workbench. So I thought I'd let you follow along as I work on a few of these items. I hope you're having a great day. All right, I believe I know what this is. I had a gentleman reach out to me that I've worked on stuff before, and he had purchased a belt and wants me to see if I can fix it. It's the wrong size belt. Kind of a cool camo here. I don't know if that's called real tree. Sometimes it's on there. Breakup. Infinity, I think it says. All right. So this belt is the wrong size. He needs help getting it fixed. Sent it to me to see if I could correct it for him. It's got a sewn-on buckle here. And I think a lot of people know I'm not a really big fan of that. I suppose it doesn't weaken it that much, but these stitches across here seem like that'd be like a good place to have it break. So anyway, I'm going to shorten this up. Shouldn't take very long. He told me that the first holes here, when he puts that on, it's still a little bit loose. So I'm going to assume that 1 inch shorter would be the length that he needs, and then we'll make that be somewhere here in the middle so that he's got room to adjust. So I'm going to measure this to see what size that would be. So let's see what we have here. All right, so I know the size I need it now, so I'm just going to cut this off of here. And I guess I'm torn a little bit here of making it sewn as well, so it's the same as last time. I think I'll go ahead and do that. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. I'll think on it. Let me get this cut off of here first. You can see the keeper has just got a staple to hold it on there. I'm just going to slide this down. I'm going to shoot once again for the right size to be the center set of holes, which would be standard for it. And let me go from there. All right, so I've cut off the excess. I've skived or split down this to the right thickness for it to fold over on itself. And the next thing I need to do is to measure the distance between the holes. And we've got 5/8 of an inch roughly between the holes. So I need to put my slots about 3/8 of an inch in from the sides. Just looking at this to make sure I've got everything thought of here. Three-eighths will be the outside of the slot. You'll see what I mean here in just a second. I'll set my wing dividers here to the 3/8 and I'll make a line here to follow with the bag punch. Probably you can't see it very well there, but I can see it. Let's see how this looks. Well, I think that's going to look pretty good. I know what I said, but I'm going to go ahead and use Chicago screws on this. It's so much easier to do maintenance on it if it needs to be taken apart to do maintenance. And I just think it's a better connection than sewing across there. I think it weakens this leather a lot less. So let's lay out those holes. I'm going to set them 1/2 inch in. Let me grab some Chicago screws here. Someone's probably saying, why are you fixing this belt for him? And it's a friend of mine out of Michigan. And he asked, and I said yes. All right, let's give her a test run here. It works. There we go. I'll get it back in the mail to him. There we go. Headed back to Michigan. I'll enclose a couple of my new cards. They've got a QR code on the back that takes you to the YouTube channel. And we'll get her boxed up and headed that way. If you're watching and you've received one of my belts packaged up like this, leave a comment. Say, I've got one. I'll get our addressed up. So that belt went pretty easy. Next, I've got some leather straps for a project that I'm working on. You'll see the video on that, a full-length video, but I'm working on a weekend bag. So I thought I would just let you kind of watch along here a little bit as I'm working. I hope everybody's having a good day. This is just shortly after Thanksgiving, so I'm not sure when I'll get it published and out there. Hopefully everybody was able to spend time with family over Thanksgiving. This strap here will end up holding the handle, and it'll have a Chicago screw through the center of this diamond and into here. So I'm going to be working on that as we're talking here. But like I said, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I got to spend it with family, and it was nice to take a couple of days out of the shop. As a matter of fact, I was out of the shop really from Thanksgiving Day through Sunday. So back in the shop on Monday afterwards and trying to get, I feel like I'm behind. I guess it's my schedule for the most part, so I probably shouldn't feel like I'm behind, but it's easy to get that way once you get a rhythm and a routine going on a project. So I've created the stitching holes here in these straps, and they are the gunslinger pattern. And I need to create the holes here. Really, I don't need this at this point for the mounting part, but I use that to hang the strip to dry after it's been dip dyed. So I'm just going to go through here and I'll put these holes in now, and that will allow me to hang them to dry, and that part will be done when it comes time for the assembly of the bag. I've got a lot of projects that I'm in the middle of right now, and I think I mentioned in November earlier not to overcommit yourself so that you're too stressed around Christmas. And I'm on the edge of that. I guess I'm probably not too stressed, but I had some other projects come up here. That belt was one of them I didn't have planned, so I got it out of the way. It didn't really take that long. It just, takes me off my rhythm here a little bit. But once I get these all marked up here, then I'll get these dip dyed. These will make up the handles on it. And similar to the other, they'll have a fold over like this and a Chicago screw through this diamond here and into the tail of this. So I'm going to go ahead and put in just one end of those because I need to dip dye these, and that'll allow me to do that. The reason why I'm not going to go ahead and do it on both ends is I'm going to have to line this handle after I get the stitching completed, and I'm going to have to go back and revisit each of these holes anyway, so I might as well wait on those. I guess with all the Black Friday sales, everybody's either broke and waiting on things, or just waiting on things to arrive that they ordered on their Black Friday sales, I noticed that there's increased traffic out there as far as packages, because it's taking longer to get things as a result of the sale, and some of my regular distributors are slower in shipping things because I suppose they're busy, they have orders, even though my main supplier didn't really have a sale per se for Black Friday. And that's probably a good thing, save me some money there. But I did end up finding a few things for projects coming up that I was able to save a few dollars on or get free shipping on. Let me set up and we'll dip dye these. Someone asked me one time, why do I have so much dye in here? It makes the dipping process easier to have a bunch of dye in there. And I'll use up some here as I go. All right, not long ago, someone said, how do you keep your workstation so clean? And how do you keep your leather so clean? Well, it isn't always that way. Let's see if I can get this mess cleaned up here that I created. Some people have asked me also, how do I keep from damaging this countertop? And it is, it's quartz, just man-made quartz, and it's pretty durable. Now, it does have a 2-inch wooden bench top underneath of it, so that gives it a lot of support. I've got one little crack in one of these, but I think that happened this previous summer on a different work surface where it wasn't as backed up as firmly as this is. I hope you enjoyed tagging along today while I worked in the shop. I have several different projects going right now. I'm bouncing between those and slipping in custom jobs like the belt that I adjusted today. I hope you're enjoying it. It's headed back towards you, Mr. Michigan. It'll be back to you soon. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Bye.